Question number 2 comes in, and it's similar to Social Security, asking about reductions. But now when you do get those benefits, people are wondering, are my Social Security benefits taxed? Now, this is one of the misconceptions that we've gone over in the past, where people think, hey, pension, Social Security, TSP, they're not taxed in retirement. I've gotten those things before. You might be thinking, well, I'm not thinking that, but other federal employees have thought that. And that's one of the misconceptions that I've seen. And this question comes in kind of like that. Are my Social Security benefits taxed? Now, I will say this, state taxes, let's start there, because we'll get into the federal tax part of it. But state taxes depends on what state you live in. There are some states out there that do not have state income tax, like my state of Texas, or if you live in Florida. But there are some states also that will not tax pension and Social Security benefits. So if you live in one of those states, then perhaps you won't pay state tax. But now let's talk about federal tax when it comes to your Social Security. And this will depend on how much you're making when collecting Social Security, right? And what your income is to determine how much of your Social Security will be subject to tax. Now, this isn't what the tax is. It's what percentage of your Social Security benefits will be subject to tax. So how do we determine that? And this determination, this calculation is a little different, because this is your AGI, your adjusted gross income, plus any tax-free interest that you've earned, plus half of your Social Security benefits. If that is under $32,000 for the year, then you will not pay any tax federally on your Social Security benefits. Oh, sorry. This is for those that are married filing jointly. I'm not going to go into all of the different categories, right? Because there are single filers or married filing joint return filers. I'm just talking about, this is married filing jointly. If you're making under $32,000 for the year, then no federal tax on Social Security. If it's between $32,000 and $44,000, then up to 50% of your Social Security benefits will be subject to tax. Again, this is not a 50% tax, but up to 50% of the benefits will be subject to tax. If it's above $44,000 for the year, then up to 85% of your benefits would be subject to tax. So again, to wrap up the question, state tax depends on what state you live, but federally, it determines how much, or it's determined by how much income you're making while collecting Social Security. Thank you for watching the Federal Retirement Show. If you like this clip, make sure you subscribe, get notified whenever we have new content. We look forward to seeing you each and every week on the Federal Retirement Show.